I'm thrilled that we get ourselves a few hours of the Elden Ring DLC before I go out of town. Oh my god, look at this devastation. Look at the schedule. It's just the DLC that's happening right now, and then it's just nothing until August 12th when we return for more mostly walking. But what I get to do for the remainder of the day is I get to play myself some of this absolutely amazing DLC. When we last went through, we said to ourselves, you know what, let's go to the Cerulean coast and journey through. We went through all this lower area, found some really cool stuff. We found a secret cave that's right here that led over here to the southern Nameless Mausoleum. We explored down this peninsula, but got interrupted by a dragon fight a little bit here. And then found that there is this descent downward underneath the ground where there's this stone coffin fissure. Oh my god, it's amazing! Yes! Now, when we're done with this, we actually have some options. A big one is we have effectively just not really explored this area at all. We kind of sprinted to the Jagged Peak summit. I really don't like the Jagged Peak at all. The dragon fights were not fun for me. And we also have some area here we have not cleared off. There's also this area over here that I haven't even tried to figure out how to get to. And we kind of have this whole arm up here that we could do some stuff with. But what I'm thinking of doing is going through this fissure, exploring whatever area is down this way, and then when we're done, I'm going to go to Raah. I'm going to Raah, baby. Now, I don't know what the correct way to descend down is, but I assume that we can go that way. Got killed by some little woozy Uzis up here. Turn on my pants real fast. Oh yes, and thank you for the reminder, Ghosty. We would kindly prefer nary a spoiler in sight. That was a little close. So here's where I attempted to descend last time, and I think I accidentally died. Oh, hey, what up? Go ahead and get my big ol' stick out. All right, video game. All right. I'm going back. You can't make me not explore. You can't make me not explore. It's in my blood. So we went around, and this is actually kind of interesting. Led over to there, which dropped us down to that side. Great. So this is so heavy. I can just bash. An endless stagger. Oh, that's a surefire way for me to accidentally puke my souls away. St. Trina's arrow. So this is not where I fell, huh? This is where I fell. Now, does this kill me if I drop down? I really held my breath there for a second. I, like, really, really did. There's gonna be... Oh. We're gonna be careful rolling in one of these areas. A lot of you guys out here. Alright, so I'm gonna explore kind of down first, this way. Yeah, we deal so much damage. Can I two-shot? Not quite. Dude, if this was a cave within a cave, oh, I'd be so happy. But instead, I'm devastated. You know, I'll move for some pokes. You know what? Let's backstab. Oh. Let's not say we did. Very excellent. Extremely very excellent. You're right. And I am going to backtrack in a second to go check out that other side. Bubonic Blades. I started Elden Ring for the first time 2 weeks ago. Beat every regular boss and a ton of extra bosses easily, including the Elden Beast. Went back and found Melania. I don't see how I can do it. I'm a strength face build. I even changed to Dex Arcane. And I still just can't do it. I don't understand. I mean, Melania took me 20 hours of attempts, I want to say. Gotta be real careful of that ledge. Yeah, Redbeard the Ninja, you can see my reaction to finding this location at the start of, or at the end of my last video on YouTube. I don't know how many skidoos I have. 1. Nice. Alright, no horsing around in here. Huh. Alright, going this way. Gosh, this is how much Melania fight do you remember? Is it burn in memory forever? Yeah, no, I spent like 20 frickin' hours in that place, man. Like, so many frickin' hours. Yeah, no, I mean, because I was still doing my chonky build, and with the chonky build, you just hold your shield up, and then you're fine. If you hold your shield up against Melania, she heals. And that was kind of like a, oh no, kind of moment. Oops. Oh yeah, this is why I need a two-handed, so I can just free shot. God, we deal a lot of damage. What up, D-Dre? Alright. I gotta read this one. It says, Thorn Twins, can you imagine just getting Elden Ring for the first time after the DLC is released, spending 100 hours to get to Moog? And then, oh, come on, Twitch, stop panning down. You said 100 hours to get to Moog, and then what did you say? Why won't it let me scroll up? No! Only find that this DLC is still there to be played. It's just crazy. Yeah, no. I mean, people talked about the Elden Ring base game being too long. The game was too long. Like, I didn't have that opinion. I fucking love the DLC, but... Or love the base game, but... People were saying, do you have worries that it's an overly long game? It's too long? Now there's people that will be going all the way through the base game, and then get the DLC, and then go all the way through the DLC. And those are the people that I just envy so much. Build posted anywhere? You know what? I haven't brought this up in a little bit. But yeah, we're absolutely an endurance maxing gamer. Absolutely. 88 endurance, baby. 10 mind to match me in real life. Yo, what level am I? 210? 203. Ah. Bad bird. Is this sleep? Boing. I mean, Protobuff says, I mean, how can good optional content be bad? You know, I just find discourse around games fascinating. Hey, guys. Oh my god. What are the odds? That's robust. I don't know what critting these guys look like, but I rock better than they rock. So there you go. Oh, man. Bang. Boom. Should probably get my shield out for these guys. Dead Octopus says, are you worried you're getting too much cake for your birthday? Maybe too many gifts? Yeah, no, I had this one birthday where I got so many gifts, I like couldn't hold them all, and it just ruined the day, you know. And this area is ridiculous, man. Oh, God. Man. Sorry, just playing Elden Ring is just so boring. I can't help but yawn, you know. This area is just beautiful. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Wait, do you get to go all the way down? So that's where we came from, huh? How do the rocks fare against my stuff? I poke. They're just swinging around like crazy. There is a little entrance there. Nice. See, this exploration in this cave has been just glorious. Like, every little area that I go explore, there's just, like, something to pick up. So I realize now that these structures are enormous coffins. Is that what I'm led to understand? Did it force that understanding upon me against my will? Oh my god, do I have to go all the way back around? Do I have to go all the way back up? Do I have to? Come now. So this... Oh, man. Moth Note, thanks for coming by and saying the nice words. Man, I hope you have a great day, too. Whoa. That's definitely too far. How in fuck's name do you get down there? Huh. I am so very intrigued. I am so very intrigued. Let me get this bad bird. How do we get down there? Okay, let me just go the quick route around and down real fast here. Oh, dude, that's just gonna haunt me, man. How do you get into that? I don't think that there's a way in up this right side. Oh no, this game hates. This game is an absolute hater. How do you get up? What? Oh no. What? Okay. Okay, let me turn this on. Uh-oh, it's time to scope some stuff out. It's time. Here we go. It's scoping in time. Here. Come on. Come on. Okay. So, like, we all see this, right? Maybe I can get from over there? What? So shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. It's over for me. It's all over. We're never going anywhere today, are we? Unless it's just this area right here. Here we go again. Uh-oh, it's shotgun time, baby. Uh-oh. So, where can we get to an area that's low enough down that there would actually even conceivably be a tunnel through? Maybe down this way? Oh, God. Maybe it's over here. Okay. Okay, is it maybe on this side? Ooh, this is going to be really tricky because I want to find that. I want to find how to get there. I don't think it's going to be dropping. I mean, there is... I have a few more rainbow stones, right? I have 4 more. Let me go back to the Fissure Cross. Just chuck another thing down. Should also just hug this wall really quickly. Okay, so like... all these kindly Nicola fans. You know, I don't think I actually went all the way to the tip here. I did. I went all the way to the tip. I know what I'm doing. But do I? It's not clear. Huh. Huh. I mean... okay, maybe there's a way to do it from, like, here? Dude, can I, like, slide like this? Oh my god. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me put a little... there it is. There's my little rainbow stone on the ground. Oh, dude, awesome. Awesome says that feels not intended, but I love it. I don't know. I mean, it feels kind of intended. We're gonna find out when I get to the other end of this thing. Dude, I'm done with these guys. Yeah, I don't know if this is the entrance or the exit, but there's no fucking way that it is this simple. Velvet Sword of Saint Trina. Alright, so I so hope that that's the right way to go in. That's the most Elden Ring entrance of all time, then. Maybe I could have dropped in from here. I see, so like I went in the weird way. Got it. Alright, cool. Alright. I got all my fans in the game sliding their way over to me. Where's the cave entrance? It's up here? Nice. Look at this! Look at this. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Mr. Jackson says this DLC is so big, why didn't they just call it Elden Ring 2? I mean, let me tell you, the devs over at FromSoft are a little bit too powerful. It's a little scary how... Ouch. The Elden Ring devs are just the most intimidatingly powerful group of game devs of all time. I want to be a game dev like them soon. Best shield ever. Best shield ever. So that's how I would have originally gotten in. You can see the area that I navigated to right over there. Ow. Ow. What is that? What is this like auto boomeranging? Now, Trina says, I have to wonder what their work-life balance is like. Isn't Japan known for having higher expectations from their employers in terms of time commitment and crunch? You know, like, let's assume for a moment that it is 20%... No, like, you know, let's break it down like this. Let's assume that FromSoft has the same amount of crunch as Western developers. They're still making games at basically twice the pace with twice the quality of most Western devs. What if they have less crunch than Western devs? Same answer. What if they have more crunch than Western devs? That's the one where we might say, is it true that the secret to FromSoft is that they crunch a little more than everyone else? That's how they're able to produce so much good shit so consistently? I would not actually buy that argument. Oh, shit. Oh, there's an exploder. Oh. think the reason that FromSoft does better than everyone else is they just know exactly what they're trying to make. There's not a lot of dilly-dallying. They got a vision, they stick to it, and they make that vision as loud and as awesome as possible. Because, I mean, I genuinely feel like, hey, make something for your audience is kind of the other side of the coin of trust your vision and commit to that. Because, I mean, this game very, very clearly and loudly says, fuck the player. In a way that's kind of fun. It's like, yeah, you know what? Punish the player. Period. That's what we're doing. And they've just gone all in on that. You know, in the early FromSoft games, there's no map. There's dudes that pop out of corners. There's chests that turn out to be mimics that eat you. There's little holes put all over the place for you to easily and trivially fall into and go, oh, fucking damn it. Nothing's really explained very well. There's a lot of bullshit with a lot of the bosses. I think about Radon in the first game, how he just, like, suddenly disappears, and it's like, where is he? And then he comes barreling back in and one-shots you if you're not careful. Like, it's just so openly leaning into that. And I think that it's very easy when someone says, okay, well, who's your game for? What they wind up doing is kind of re-describing... How do I want to put that? COVID brain's still getting to me. I've seen people get asked the question, well, who's your game for? Like, who are you making it for? Who's your audience? And they'll just kind of describe, I hope a lot of people enjoy it. Yeah, no, we want it to be, like, really rich and deep for, like, the hardcore players, but for, like, the new players, we want it to be accessible enough that they can enjoy the fun. You know, it's like, I mean, those are goals. Those aren't really, like, statements of who you're making the game for and why and how you're going to accomplish that and any of that stuff. So I really think the idea of, like, starting from the vision is a much more concrete way to answer the question, you know, hey, who's this for? Because I feel like the FromSoft games say, okay, these games are incredibly challenging, and we're really trying to amp up the feeling of triumph. We want there to be lots and lots of incredibly difficult enemies, difficult exploration puzzles. We want super interesting dungeons. And if you said to me, like, hey, who is Dark Souls for? Who is, you know, who are these games for? I don't actually think there is a good answer for that. Like, really, I genuinely do not. These games are super popular. But I think if you say, okay, like, what are the core pieces of the vision that you're committed to? I find it much easier to understand from that point of view. And I bring this up because, you know, we're having the conversation of, you know, what makes FromSoft so much better than every other developer. I genuinely think they identify a really clear vision, a really clear set of pillars for their game, and they go all in on them. Rapunzel says the idea of these games is super popular. What do you mean by that? I mean, both the idea of them and literally they sell very well. Therm says, one lens I've heard that changed my life was for these statements to be useful, they have to be disputable. Like, if you say we want the game to be fun, that's not disputable. No one will want their game to be not fun. If you say we want the game to be difficult and have the player overcome difficulty, someone else's game could not do that and still be valid. Yeah, no, I have literally gotten very heated with some devs in the past when they're like, here's our pillars. And I'm like, none of these are useful pillars because every game would want to do these things. That's like saying one of our pillars is to have a game that doesn't have bugs. It's like, okay, I mean, that's just not... Like, who's going to go, no, we definitely want the buggy game. Like, I think disputable is a much better way to frame it. Proponents says, I think many people like the idea of beating a hard game and challenging themselves, but never really do it. A lot of people bought Elden Ring but never beat it because it's too hard and stressful. The idea of being such a game is nice, I think. Rapunzel, if you'll forgive me, I'm going to kind of make a slightly extreme statement because, you know what? I had COVID at the end of last week. I'm feeling very petty and beat up, and I need to lash out at my supportive audience. I wouldn't say I agree or disagree with your statement. I think it just doesn't mean anything in context because most people who buy games don't beat them. So to start being able to make this point, you'd have to say, of games in a similar genre, open world games, here's the percentage of people that beat those games, and then let's look at Elden Ring and notice that it's higher or lower. Because if I followed up and said, what percentage of people beat Elden Ring, is it more or less than in other games? Because I think someone pointed out that something like 40% of players had beaten Mog. Or Moog. Oh. I will heal. And the idea that 40% of PC players beat that is fucking insane to me. Like, can anyone actually briefly check how many people beat the game? How many people beat the Elden Beast, according to Steam achievements? And then someone could go look at maybe an Assassin's Creed game or two. That's the game. And so Rapunzel, what I'm not saying is, dude, what a dumb question that doesn't mean anything. It's like, I think that statement, it's more like, hey, that should beget some interesting research. Let's do that. Wow, 36% of people beat Millennia. Holy shit. That's insane. Could have gone to the bonfire first. Chose to go this way first. Could have gone to the bonfire first. Remember, just 22.9% of players have on Steam have the Elden Lord achievement. Really? 36% have the Millennia achievement? Huh. Wow. Split by what ending you get? Oh, yeah. More people got the Ronnie ending. That's what I thought. So I think you have to add in all the different ones. And then you have potential overlap. But if we use Millennia as a proxy... Wow, this is an insane area. If we use Millennia as a proxy and we say 36% of people beat Millennia, we then might say, okay, what percentage of people beat other open world games? So, I mean, it actually, just from what people are saying, people are saying is just looking at Steam alone. Yeah, I know. Just looking at Steam alone, freaking a third of players actually beat Millennia, and fewer players beat The Witcher 3. I mean, that's actually pretty incredible to me. I feel like I got him. So this is probably the way forward. Conic Bear said, like, real numbers, not percentages on that. I mean, you know. We're gonna work with what we can, Iconic Bear. We're not exactly a research foundry here. I'm a bald nerd playing Elden Ring, asking for some back-and-napkin math. Oh, you are getting stabbed to death, sir. Evasive maneuvers. Sheriff, you're in the room. Hi, how you doing? Hi, princess. Hello. Hush your bear. Sheriff, hello. Congealed putrescence. Oh. Huh. Alright, well, I know what I'm doing. It's been a while since I fought this guy. Multi-layered ring of light? Fires a multi-layered golden ring of light that continuously inflicts damage. Sweet. It's an incantation. 36 faith. Probably gonna be leveling faith for the rest of my playthrough. But yeah, no, I mean, like, so here's what I find really interesting about this little research piece that Rapunzel sent us down, which is that I think that there's a lot of things that pass an intuitive gut check. Like, man, there's probably a lot of people that think they want a hard game, but when they play it, they don't. That passes my intuition check. There's a lot of people I know that are just like, oh yeah, StarCraft is my favorite game. I love watching the pro scene. I'm like, do you play 1v1? They're like, I wouldn't touch it if you paid me $1 million. Oh, I see. So I did do the correct way, but didn't quite see it correctly. Like, the pass is a gut check, but I think what's amazing is that you can just go look at the data and go, oh, actually, no, it's about 40% of people get to the end of Elden Ring, and generally 20% of the people get to the end of most open world games. And I'm making these numbers up, but I mean, like, this is an example of what I think is interesting about the exercise of actually making yourself look at the data. Get me the fuck out of here. Well, what can you do? Letter H, the developer of the upcoming award-winning Trash of the Titans, says, I don't see how describing who your audience is useful exercise. It feels like the answer should always be myself. The issue is then guiding more people to seeing the fun in the thing. Where'd you go? Seeing the fun in the thing that you made for yourself. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's... The way in which I think there is merit to the question, hey, who's your audience? Is like, you know, you can imagine if you are wanting to spend your time and money on a game. Maybe it's your personal time, because you're a personal hobbyist developer. Maybe you are talking to an investor or a publisher. Being able to say something like, oh yeah, we are making a game that's described as blah, and we think this many millions of people might buy our shit. Because if you say, we're going to make a 2D Dark Souls, it's going to be super challenging, it's going to have a lot of cool exploration, but it's going to be 2D instead of 3D. It's 2D so we can save on money, just making 2D assets, but we believe that we can get 10% of the tough Souls-like market. What's the tough Souls-like market? Well, it is a temporarily made-up bullshit statement that does not really matter outside of this conversation, but it is incredibly helpful to communicate that I have thought about who might buy the game, and these people, based on my back of napkin math, I think 1 million people will buy it. So I think that, like, the idea that there is a fixed market for each game, not only do I think that is untrue, but I think it's not even that necessary, really. Turn this way, please. Because, for instance, if you said, we're going to make a really hard Metroidvania game, and we think that this will be fun for Metroidvania players, because 2D Metroidvanias tend to sell this well, and we're going to make something that they can enjoy. But we also believe that people like challenging games, like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, and we're taking a lot of cues from that. So we think we can get 15% of Metroidvania players to buy and 10% of Dark Souls players to buy. And I have summed those together and I get this many million people. So in a sense, I don't think of markets as this fixed thing. Like, I'm not a Metroidvania market participant. If you said, Sean, do you like Metroidvania games? I'd be like, fuck yeah, I love them. You'd be like, what are 5 Metroidvania games we'll release this year? I'd be like, I don't know, I've been playing Elden Ring. That was pretty sweet. But I think letter H, all that said, there's something underlying what you're talking about that I think is like the way more important point, which is if you've made something that's really fun, people will pay for a thing that's, that's where this leads. People will pay for things that are really fun because they're fun. I didn't buy Elden Ring because I sat down and went, gosh, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm part of the FromSoft and open world markets. Like, I didn't do that at all. I just went, yo, this game's gonna be really fun. Why did I like Balatro? I liked it because it's fun. That's it. That's the answer. It's not because I'm a fan of specifically deck-building roguelikes, and because I have a history of playing a lot of poker, I'm part of the target market. Like, that's not why I bought it. I don't play any automation games at all. And Factorio is one of my favorite games of all time, and I watched about 30 hours of Michael Hendricks when I was sick with COVID last week. But yeah, no, I think that there's this kind of trap that can happen where, again, the actual order of making a game, or frankly, any creative product, actual order is the devs sit down, and maybe they come up with an idea or a prototype, or maybe they've been funding it themselves for some amount of time, and then they go, this is really fun. I think people would buy this. And then you determine a way to frame how what you're working on is not a total waste of time and money. But I think it's very easy to go in the inverse direction, which is to say something like, wow, as it turns out, when, is it Mediatonic, the ones that made Fall Guys? Like Mediatonic, when they released Fall Guys, a bunch of people went, oh my god, there's a market for a casual minigame-driven battle royale. There's clearly a huge market for this. So, let's make a game for that market. Which effectively resulted in 50 billion clones coming out, right? Come on, keep charging, damn you. Hairstyle, by the way. Thanks, Tractor. I held my nose and sucked it in. And I think it's a real danger where, I mean, there's been a lot of stories in the last 10 years of AAA devs having some sort of business person in leadership, or, you know, maybe their EP, or frankly just their game director, who goes, oh my god, there's a new trend. We have to stop making what we're making and go for the trend. I played this game last night. Why don't we make a game like this game that I played last night on my computer by myself? What we're going to do is we're going to make Battle Royale game. Wait. Battle Royales are getting really oversaturated. Let's not make a Battle Royale. Let's make a team versus team class-based shooter. But wait. We're seeing Overwatch is not doing as well as it did initially. We think that the market no longer wants class-based shooters. We're going to make a looter shooter in the vein of Destiny. No, wait. You know, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, frankly, the thing that I just respect so much about FromSoft is that from all the articles and interviews that they've done, they basically spend some time trying to figure out what the core of the game is. And then when it's go time, they just make the fucking game. They don't do market analysis constantly through and completely change what their idea is. This is amazing. This is beautiful. GGX says, I hate how real you sound right now. In what way? You know, I'm ready to take a little nap. How much do I have? 8 souls, 176,000. No, I mean, it's 100% true. Yeah. I don't know if there's a specific part you were thinking of or referring to. So, Five News execs to hop from trend to trend is real. So, you know, there's... I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm going to say this. But God, it's actually going to be painful. In defense of executives who hop on trends for a moment... Now, actually, I shouldn't even say in defense. As an attempt to understand... Yeah, what a lead-in. You know what, guys? Let me actually begin by saying, I worry that Elon Musk isn't earning enough money. I worry about him. I get sick at night. I haven't slept in weeks because I'm so worried about that billionaire. Let me just, you know what? Let me talk. Let me talk, okay? And look, as a business executive himself, you know, you guys are too mean to us. Okay. There's a really weird logic that I don't know. Personally, I'm not that interested in, but I appreciate that other people are allowed to be interested in it, which is I'm going to make a thing that will generate money, and if it's a flash in the pan and it comes and it goes, but I got money, I'm good. I'm happy. Now, there's businesses that work like this. You know, for instance, I used to chat up the guy that ran the dry cleaner way back when I was at USC. And I asked him about starting the dry cleaning business. He's like, yeah, no, it's just a business. Just, you know, doing dry cleaning. It's something that I felt comfortable starting. I don't have a passion for dry cleaning, but, you know, I want to do a good job. And then I'll sell it when I'm older, and that's how I'll make my money. He was not like, I'm going to go into dry cleaning because I believe deeply in the importance of clean suits. Like, he didn't say that shit. He just wanted to participate in making something that would generate money and selling it. Now, in games, I play games and I make games because I love games. Because I want to make games like Elden Ring one day that are just this awe-inspiring, wonder-filled joy fest. Like, just looking out at this makes me so happy seeing this stuff. That's why I make games. But there are other people that will go, dude, you know what? Like, particularly in the mobile space, I'm sure you guys have seen and heard and met people like this. In the mobile space, people who go, dude, you know what? Let's do that game that's like a sci-fi popular game. Let's just do it in fantasy and try to make it in like 4 weeks and see if we can make some money on it. Done. And the idea of basically doing a little lottery ticket move and trying to make a quick buck and moving on, and there you go. Yeah, like Johnny 5-0 Vampire Survivors clones. There was a bunch of people that went, dude, Vampire Survivors? I can see how I would make this. I'm going to make a Vampire Survivors clone, but it'll have like a 5% twist, and let's just see how it does. There were a few games that actually succeeded out of that. Yeah, add a cash shop, add ads, ship it. Exactly, Leviathan stuff. There's people where it is interesting to them to pursue this idea of, it's easy to just call it, you get rich quick. Okay, so I'm going to need to jump off this. Is that what this is telling me? Yeah. I'm going to throw my body off this in a second. But, you know, but there is a kind of business person that they're not going, I want to fuck the player over, I want to get rich quick. Yeah, I fucking hate customers and I hate everyone. I just want the money. It is intellectually interesting to them to try to figure out a way to cheaply test different ideas and see what makes money and not. In the same way that it was intellectually interesting to that guy I knew that used to run the dry cleaner. How can he make this profitable and do well? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, and there's a lot of ways to make money in games that are not making something that people buy, and that's how you make your money. There is making something that appears to have good metrics in something that is very popular right now, and having someone else buy it. This happened all over the mobile space, from like 2010 to 2020. Like during this period of time, people would make a mobile game that had the right metrics so that Zynga would buy them for $80 million. And then they'd go and make another game. They would try to get the right metrics to then sell it again to Zynga for $80 million. And there you go. And you can imagine if you are some person who's in charge of, let's say you got 200 employees, something like this, and you spend $5 million a month in payroll. That's probably an underestimate. Let me just do some back of napkin math really fast. Well, fuck it. Just whoever. You have however many employees, and you have $5 million a month in payroll. That's $60 million a month, or excuse me, $60 million a year in payroll. So, if you made a game that made $100 million in profit, sounds amazing on paper, right? Well, you currently take $100 million divided by 5, that many months you have to make your next game, which might be 20 months or something like this. And so, you know, if you're someone who's managing that much cash, it might be and might feel very scary to you to have a team member say, dude, my name's Miyazaki. We're going to make a game that's fucking brutal, that just shits on the player. There's never been a game like this. Trust me. Let me make it. Like, they let Miyazaki do what he wants now, because he's made like 8 amazing games before this one that all did well. But if you are looking at your balance sheet and you're like, do we want to do this that's kind of risky and experimental but sounds fun? Or this that's similar to a game that has 50 million players a year? It really feels like this one, you know, let's just do this one for now. And if this has a kind of high probability of at least doing all right. I mean, it's unlikely to shit the bed. It might be amazing, but more often it'll just be solid. It'll be all right. So let's, you know, let's just do this. It feels safer. Now, for me personally, I kind of think the opposite. I think that doing safe moves like that is actually the really risky thing. Because it's not like there's a lot of Battle Royale players who wake up in the morning and spend their time equally among 5 different Battle Royale games, depending upon their mood. They're just all in on Fortnite. By the way, I think it's time to jump. Oh, yeah. Oh, no? Yes! Is this a boss area? Looks like a boss area. What is this? Whoa! Stab. I'm gonna have a drink. Oh my god, the pain. Dude, the horse is like a swamp horse. I keep getting my angles a little wrong on these attacks. I always get a little scared when I'm super close. When they're doing a really long animation. There's often a high probability that it's just like a really long telegraphed throw. I wonder if I can jump over that. blocking, sir. You know, I've never really known what frostbite does. Never really known. Come here. Alright, I'm gonna test the theory. Ow! His horse is so cute. Yeah. Got him. Woo! 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 Yes, the remembrance of Putrescence, my favorite deodorant. Did you know you would survive the jump? No, I just you know, we're just testing it. See, the best part about having so much stamina is that you can manage it. Yeah. Also, I mean, his patterns were very generous. Like, super, 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 super generous. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. The Ultra Great Field, yeah, it's the greatest. Let's give myself some faith. So, what's the one that I can equip now? Let's see here. Noble Presence, thrust out belly with gusto. No, there's another one that was 26 faith. Or was it 29 faith? Watchful Spirit. Fuck yeah. Golden Vow actually took me a bit to get to. Ah, Pepe Sylvia with the gifted 5. Hell yeah, Pepe Sylvia. Ah, one of my fellow horse bosses stopping on in. Thank you, Pepe Sylvia, and a happy Tuesday to you. You know, there's something that you've probably seen me do in card games. Ah, Lord's Divine Fortification. That needs 27. There's some of the other ones that I'm going for. Protection of the Erdtree. Alright, dude, let's take a look at this. Look at my cool skull. Hey. Alright. Me and my son. Heading off to battle. Wait. They grow up so fast. Am I at the bottom of the pit? Trina Disciple Cookbook. Alright, just let me... How many... Where are you? Is that you down there? Okay. Oops. Alright. I'm imbibing some nectar. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I feel like I'm supposed to have learned to not do that. Let's do it again. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So the name of this is the Garden of Deep Purple, and that's St. Trina. Okay, so that means that if I order of acquisition it up, down here should be Velvet Sword, St. Trina. It causes eternal sleep buildup. Okay. Now stain the color of velvet, inflicts eternal sleep. Considered as abandoned. The faint light purple mist coalesces into an intoxicating deep purple cloud. So what if I attack you? Oh, I can't attack. What if I'm holding your sword? What do you think then? I'm not learning. I'm not learning yet. I'm not learning. Learning is not something that we do here. That's not what this channel is about. But, I mean, there's got to be something here. Okay. Maybe if I do sleep or something like this. Probably talk to someone. I gotta go find Ansbach. He always tells me what's up. Oh yeah, erudition. How does this work? How do you do erudition again? Fuck. How does this work? Okay, so how does... Oh, shit. How do you do this again? I completely forgot. Oh, my God. How do you... Fuck me. How do you do the fucking gesture? What do you do? How do you do this? Do you hold this? Shit. Yeah! I'm sleeping, and you do eternal sleep, right? Hello? Huh. A lulling branch. Okay, so St. Trina Disciples Cookbook was right here next to us. So I'm gonna go to item crafting. Slowly builds up sleep. Okay, so let me craft a couple of these. Alright. Okay. Fuck! This feels like it should be right, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to wait for the sleep to get really close, and then I'm gonna sip that shit. Let's do it again.
Don't turn the poor thing into a god.
I'm amazing! We learn here! We learned! Oh my god! Yeah, what did you learn? I don't know, let's do it again! Okay. Hello? You talk? No? Okay, hold on. Okay. Did you see that? That was fucking sick. That was so sick. Like, that was so sick. We literally took the thing. We took a nap. And I mean, we didn't get an item, and I really feel like getting an item lets me know that I did a thing. Okay, we're gonna wait till this is all the way up. All the way up. All the way, just keep going. It's time for the big sleep. Okay. 3 more pips. 1, right there. Here comes 2. Here comes 3. Let's make it 4 pips. We're slapping.
Would be Michaela's prison.
It's new dialogue.
A cage divinity is beyond.
I'm amazing.
Saving.
I'm amazing. I'm so good. I'm never gonna stop doing this dumb shit. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if I'm nailing something. It's unclear. This is really what flirting felt like to me all the way through college. Sean, are you flirting? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep saying shit and eventually something will happen. keep falling asleep in front of my crush. Okay. We die, right? Very good. What more you got?
You must kill Mikilla. Grant him forgiveness.
Okay, so I just... Item crafting. Let's make a bunch of this shit. It's like buying more minutes on your phone. Alright. Dude, we're doing it. We're doing it. We can't stop. I don't know if I need to fall all the way asleep or whether I'm doing it correctly, but like, it is so cool that I'm making anything happen. Now, this could be that crafting this had no impact and really I just kept talking to her and eventually she began talking. That could be the case. I don't know. I can't say for sure.
Must kill Mikilla. Grant him forgiveness.
So I heard that. I think I'm done. I think I'm out. You really, I insist you call Mikilla. All right, it's time. Time to go to Raah, baby. We're going to Raah. First, we're going to go to Raah 2 ways. Gotta lean back, man. My back's getting tired. 2 more for old time's sake? No, Captain Swing. I only drink from the nectar and die 6 times. Uh... 3D Res, are we now allowed to tell you the truth? 3D Res, you and only you are allowed to tell me the truth. Just you. Tell me the truth. Just tell me. Just tell me. What, that you had to look that up on a guide? Because I feel like this game does a lot of signaling in this way. Like, this is how we solved the... What puzzle was it? Oh, yeah, this is how we solved the flame giant puzzle. Because there was just enough notes about furnaces nearby that we went through. And we did process of elimination. Biohazard 020, gifting 6 subs. Thanks, Biohazard. Happy Tuesday to you. 3D Res says, feel this is a trap to get me banned. No. 3D Res, you will not get banned. But if you wanted to tell me something about that interaction that just happened, you and you alone are allowed to share it with me. Because you want to see the truth. Go ahead and tell me. Because, I mean, the fact that there is the ingredient for the flowers and the cookbook there, and nothing happens when you talk to her, I mean, I feel like the game kind of bludgeons you at some point where it's like, dude, just literally everything that's nearby, just think about it a little bit. Three res isn't typing. This is crazy. It's crazy to me. So, Sean, can I tell you something about that? I was like, sure. And you're like, bye. Anyway, that's such a jerk move. Ah, that's where I wanted to get to. This kind of upper area here. 3 dresses the branches were a wonderful way of doing it. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me what you wanted to tell me. Don't give me some weird backhanded compliment, okay? Like, what? I feel like I just shattered a window, climbed through, and you just, like, opened the front door that apparently wasn't locked, shut it, and said, that's also another way of entering the building. Like, I'm feeling really self-conscious, and I need you to just be straight with me. You know what, 3D Res? We might ban you unless you start fucking coming clean right away. God. Lips are sweating. I'm so stressed. This fizzy water's in here. Get some flat water. What are you doing? One class is actually a really apt description. Yeah, I don't know. Just like the branches were a good way to do it. I'm like, I fucking know. I'm a gamer. 3D says, okay, you could have spoke normally 6 times. No need for the damn bird branches. Fucking someone banned 3D Res from my chat. That can't possibly be the truth. That can't possibly be. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way. There's no way. What? You just keep talking to... What? I made so many purple bubbles. Like, look at this shit. I have... Oh, I didn't want to use it. Oh, now I'm going to fall asleep. But the game was telling you to do it. The game was informing me that it was supposed to be done that way. That's ridiculous. Well, the game misled you. The one thing that I love about FromSoft games is that they never, ever, ever mislead. It's a good idea. Write it down. Oh yeah, I can force it up. Unright gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Unright, for supporting our suffering. My God, what a violent nap. I liked this little area here. Wait a minute. Anytime I see little ledges like that, I get real curious. Yeah, no, I mean, that's... What I did is so reasonable, okay? It's just reasonable. Eminently so. But there's like a whole ruin under here. Alright, sweet. I'm going for the night. Got him. So, this is interesting. How do I want to explore this area? Because I was up here. I think I'm going to explore this area first. So Jackson says, could I ask you an offbeat, quick Magic the Gathering question? A game that I've never been wrong about? Yes, I would love to answer some questions about that instead of taking some more purple flowers. Nothing else out here. So I can't actually get up there. Is that right? It's gonna be a wacky area, I'm sure. So we've kind of explored. Let me see, how high is this? It's actually pretty high up. Okay. So I think that what I'm going to do then is I'm going to explore this area here first. Oh yeah, if you have questions about where I've been and what I've done, speaking in proper nouns is a super easy way to communicate about it. Oh, is this it? Is this all that's here? I assume that there's like a giant cavernous ruin here. Vertigris discus. Raise defense with higher equipment load. What? That sounds like my favorite item ever. Okay, hold on. Oh, I forgot I equipped that. Raises defense with higher load. Something is fucked up with the math. Wait, hold on. Because look, right now, it says my physical is at 64. And then when I put this on, it doesn't say anything at all. But then when I equip it, then it goes to 68. And I see how it works. So what this means is that if I am at a medium load, I don't get any bonus. But if I am at a high equipment load or a heavy equipment load, then I do get the bonus. And so this is not showing any change in the physical stats at all because it's not equipped. So when I equip it, then it procs the weight trigger and that goes out. Okay, this thing fucking sucks. Where's my Blessed Dew Talisman? Yeah, I forgot I had the Blessed Dew Talisman. Yeah, because this is what I set up last time, which is that I can Golden Vow. Yeah! And so now I'm like super strong, and because I have the Blessed Dew Talisman, I slowly regenerate FP. Oh, this is it. Nice. Beautiful. She a beaut. So Dragon says, okay, cool. I've always been a free-to-play arena player, but I feel like I never get enough rounds of seasonal drafts to get good. So the question is, how much would you ballpark needing to spend in order to have a meaningful draft season? You know, I'm a really bad considerer for that. Or, like, I just don't have a good perspective because I'm just a whale. I just buy all the shit that I want. Nice. I'm going to go back to the Viaduct Manor Tower and scour the area. But if you said, Sean, how would you go about trying to determine that amount? I would say... I would say I would start with some very reasonable amount of money, like $10 a month. And just start there and see, you know, how it feels. And if $10 a month feels like too much, great. $10 every other month. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ride around out in this area really fast. Kind of checking out this Because I think I did this before, but this was when I was doing a crazy run to the map segment. Only to discover that it wasn't up here at all. Let's see what this looks like. God, that's so sweet. Wait, did my eyes deceive me? Uh-oh. They deceived me. Great. Great, 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 great. Fucking horse. Man, the amount of verticality they get into this DLC is pretty ridiculous. Mortis has watched all of Elden Ring and it's on sale right now. Should I get it? You have to get this game. You have to get this game. It's so good. Anything notable in here? What? Oh, okay. All right. Digital purposes, on the subject of card games, you still play Marvel Snap? I saw Hogan recently won a tournament they hosted. I do not play Marvel Snap. To me, that game was just so ridiculously, extremely, like, brutal as a player to do any amount of generation of content. I couldn't handle it. Like, dude, in Marvel Snap, you had to play for like an hour a day, every single day. Period. Oh. Dude. This thing goes right over them. Like, what I mean by this is that, like, if you... Because, like, I still remember the day when I was like, dude, I don't know if I can do this. I think I gotta, like, I gotta call it quits for now. What happened was I was saving up all of the rewards that I'd earned. So that way I could spend, or I could unlock everything on stream. So normally, like, when you play, you basically get, like, booster points. As you gain the booster points, you can, like, open various stuff and unlock things. And I was just waiting. I was waiting. And then when I went on stream, I started to open stuff up, and then it went, well, you've hit your limit of unlocking for the day. Try again tomorrow. And I was like, holy shit. I'm not even allowed to, like, build up and unlock it all at once. I have to, like, play for the day, unlock at the end of the day, stop the game, open it up the next day, play to do the daily rewards, accept my daily rewards, close it, do it again. And I mean, I was just like, I mean, oh my god. And every month you would earn a new card. I mean, it was... And so it was a gameplay loop that was so anti-fun. And I mean, outside of that, hello, Devulse's habit forming is the word you're looking for. I mean, that's the opposite of the word I'm looking for. It made me quit what is an amazing game. It did the opposite of habit forming. I mean, because there's this excess rigidity. The idea of saying, hey, if you log in every day, we'll give you some daily rewards. This is, I think, one of the better practices that games do, because I am interested in logging in each day to maybe play the game. Maybe today I'm only kind of about playing the game, but I want to play because I'll get the rewards and it'll let me get better stuff later. And then, so that's good for the customer, motivates me to log in and play, but also it's good for the business side, because if more people are logging in to get the rewards, it means more human beings are logging in to play against each other. And if you have not a lot of people, it makes matchmaking really hard. Like, I remember Riot joked that they could hardly make games start when League of Legends first began, because, yeah, they had a good amount of players, but not nearly enough players to have regular firing of balanced, fair matches. So, you know, I think things like this just create a better ecosystem for someone to play in. And, you know, I think daily login rewards, like Hearthstone, that I've been playing recently, I like the fact that Hearthstone went, yo, you didn't log in for 3 days? Great, you have 3 days worth of daily login rewards. You can catch back up, right? Like, or Magic. Or sometimes I've seen games that give a weekly reward, and the weekly rewards can build up. So if you don't play for a month, you log in, you have 3 dailies and 3 weekly rewards. Hooray! Like, all of these I'm totally fine with. It's just really weird when the only way to play and to unlock stuff, like, by only, I do mean literally, the only allowable way that the game provides is that you have to log in, play for an hour, and then put the game down. You must do it in that exact sequence, or the game will deliberately throttle your ability to unlock from play. It's weird. It's really, really, really weird. And so, I mean, I still remember the day on stream. It's probably uploaded somewhere when I, like, opened it up and I was like, all right, everyone, let's saving up all my packs so we can open them all at once. It's going to be awesome. And then I did that, and the game just, like, kicked me out. Oh, that's where I recognize this model from. Belly flop's weird because it hits in a location that is not comparing where you actually, it's not comparing where you are relative to the rhinos. Hit explosion, it's like relative to the head. So if you're like facing its tummy and it like hits at the side, it's like, oh, that's coming from the head, so like you should take damage. Anyways, yeah, and so, I mean, Marvel Snap to me is a really interesting example of a game that, again, I would rate it as a game itself very, very, very high. I had a lot of fun playing. It's remarkably deep for how simple it appears on the surface. But the specific implementation of how playing to unlock content worked made it just prohibitively difficult to play. And that's the reason why I stopped playing it. And if someone's like, hey, did you hear they added a bunch of new stuff to Marvel Snap? I mean, for me, the way it felt is, oh my gosh, I have to play every single day. And if I stopped playing for a week, I'm a week behind. I do not have that feeling with World of Warcraft. Like, my character is still there, sitting at level 32 or wherever it was, ready for me to come back whenever. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't feel like I'm losing time. I feel like there is an opportunity to go and experience all the stuff that's there if I take enough time. Because it's not like World of Warcraft just logs you out after an hour. It's like you're done playing. Fucko. Frenchy says, to be fair, that's because you haven't gotten to the daily grind in WoW. So, again, I want to note, I'm speaking very literally. I'm speaking extremely literally. I mean the words that I say as I'm saying them. Like, in World of Warcraft, I am level 32, and I do not feel as though I am falling behind, period. I can imagine getting to level, you know, whatever the max level is, 100 or 110. I can imagine getting to that quickly. I can imagine getting to there slowly. I can imagine binging for a weekend, then having a busy month and not touching it, and then taking 2 weeks off and binging it again. I can imagine all these as different ways of playing. Or maybe I work a 9 to 5 when my job's done, I eat dinner, and I sit down and play WoW for a few hours. It's great. I think I've done everything here. Wait, did I miss something? Is there a way to go over here? Alright, just a great chasm. Sheriff, the door. I'm here. Come here. Go TV says it's also because people who play now that are vocal mostly care about endgames. You don't really care to do high dungeons and raids or be in the leveling blitz the new expansion, then you're not behind at all. Well, like, as a comparison, I've never touched the end game of an MMO. I don't even know what that looks like. But can someone give me like a very brief high-level summary of what a daily grind might be like in that kind of game? Sheriff. Ed says it's more of a weekly grind. You can only get loot from raid bosses once per week. Yeah, so let me compare to that. Which is like, if hi Sheriff. Yes, hello. Okay, I need you to leave Dad alone. Or did you want to come up? Guys, we have Princess Sheriff Puff joining us for a little session. There you go. Hey, sweetie pie. Do you want to see what's in the cup? We always need to figure out what's in the cup first. Yes, hello. Oh, thank you for your blessings. Yeah, just go find all the cups and smell them. Oh. Yeah, hello. Come here. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's for that reason. Whoa. Here, come here. Come here. Is it time for the car wash? What do we want? Dude, this cat is she's just running everywhere and purring. Ow. Alright, are you okay? She messed up. She jumped off and just, like, clipped the chair. You okay, sweet pea? Alright, she's fine. That's a pretty massive damage increase. Doesn't really change the fact that this is basically able to one-shot. Thrust is the GOAT move. Let me just say, for any greatsword user, right? Like, if you crouch and then do your R1, you do a really fast thrust. And this is the secret awesome move that a lot of greatswords have, is this quick thrust. Oh, that's it. This is everything. So here's a left, and a right, and a right. Then he has the slam into swing up when it's two-handed, or just double slam when it's one-handed. But in both cases, just crouching L1 is so good for a quick poke. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that, like, every game is going to have some quality where when you are running out of content, there's like a slowdown where the devs just need some way to stretch. I appreciate that. As someone that grew up playing a lot of really grindy games, you know, like Hero and Diablo 2, I actually don't mind ultra mega grindiness in late game situations that much. Yo, that's beautiful. But it's just, again, specifically that you have to play every day. You cannot catch up. You cannot play for a few days, stop for a few days, play it for a few days more. It's a hard, harsh stop. We're currently looking over the ruins of Raah. Sure got dark while I was away. We explored this area. We went down this elevator and kind of explored this area down here. Killed a giant hippopotamus pal, and now we're going to kind of do the same thing, going back over to this way. I do recall there's an enormous ruin underneath this that I'm really excited to explore that I believe will poop us out down here. I got completely absorbed running through here as fast as I could on a horse a few episodes ago, desperately trying to find the map fragment that was actually down here. I mean, it wasn't even close, dude. The map fragments have been particularly brutal in this game, but my god, we found all of them. We even got the one down here. By deduction, Detective Day9. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make my way up in the Raah ruins. I'm going to go ahead and explore all the way back around here, and then hook like that. Last episode, we actually did all of the stone fissure fissures. The Fisher Price stone coffins. We did that whole arena. Found Trina. Tricked ourselves into thinking we were being really smart when we were not. By the way, no spoilers, please, NL7. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. What bosses did you enjoy the most so far? Midra. So very Midra. Loved Midra. Midra's Manse was a pretty nice little miniature dungeon. I just thought that it was a really elegant portrayal of a Lord of Chaos. Just lithe and... Oh. Almost dancerly. Oh, it was incredible. Oh my god, Koikva, what a treat to see you! Koikva, how are you? How's the meta? Are you enjoying Sven's support? Will I be coming to TI this year? Unfortunately, no. Fortunately, I will not. I'll be busy continuing to try and find map fragments in Elden Ring. Bum 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 bum. Looking forward to watching though. I'm drinking a PBR. It's a fizzy water. Just pounding a brew. By the way, this is what I mean. Rewards for exploration. Just giving me a little bit of a reason to be like, haha, I feel clever for having gone back here. It's not necessarily an ultra useful reward, but it is a reward nonetheless. Oh man, I am a yawny shawny. Dude, I've been going so hard lately. I took a break to just have COVID. That was my break. Dude, it was so funny because... Did I stream Wednesday last week? I don't even remember. I don't remember at all. I think I may not have. Because, I mean, the things that I tend to have a pretty structured, rigid schedule that I abide by and stick to. I thrive on structure. And then I got COVID, and I just sent all the emails for all the meetings I had. And I was like, hey, everyone, I'm not going to be doing anything. I have COVID. And then I proceeded to just sit on the sofa. From, like, bed to sofa to bed was, like, all I did for a few days. And in a really kind of weird, bizarro way, there was something that was kind of nice about that. There was something that was kind of nice about that. Because with COVID, if you say I have COVID, people go, oh my gosh, of course. Let us know if you're feeling better next year. We'll reschedule it then. Like, there's other times when it's like, hey, you know, I'm feeling a little under the weather. Can we reschedule? And people are just like, ugh, come on. Everyone always feels under the weather, but we show up to work because we're committed. You know, these sorts of things. With COVID, people are like, oh, all right. That's it. So there's something that I actually find really nice about those weird ways in which people give you societal permission to just chill. Like, another one is just being on an airplane. If you're on an airplane, people are just like, oh, okay, let me know when you've landed. So we'll go try to explore the upper regions in a second. Yeah, I didn't really get anything too bad. It was rough for about 2 days, and then I was all right. So here is the entrance to the catacomb where we just ran through fucking everything. Yeah, things that, like, to be clear, I'm not saying, oh, dude, I'm so happy I got COVID. It was amazing. It sucked. But, like, what I mean is that there's a certain amount of respect for being sick that I wish people, and at least in America, had at large with just other short-term infections or diseases. You know, that idea of like, oh, you're not doing well? Okay. All right, let's reschedule. I mean, if you're sick, you're sick. No! Ow! Oh, can't get my horse out. I can tell I'm going to be taking a lot of fall damage this game. Oh. Is it up high? Ooh, we gotta go climb for our souls. Dude. I don't need horse parkour again. Alright, we're gonna go this way. I am so stuck. There we go. Trina says, I'm a senior in my undergrad for emerging media right now in my late 20s. I work with companies doing cool new things on the production side like blank. Are there any studios you know that are worth looking into? You know, I am a really big fan of the doing stuff by volume. So like, hey, just apply to like 40 companies. Just look up anything at all and send an application to literally anyone who you can get your hands on. Wow, that's pretty. I should be able to survive this. All right, down the hatch. And I will say, right now, Shinra, games and media is in a really weird spot right now across the board. Because, like, there's been so much change and turmoil and lack of clarity as to, like, who's doing what on what time scale and how that works. You know, in fact, comically, I think one of the only... Oh, you're... Ah! One of the only things that I think has been consistent and will be consistent in the last 10 years, over the next 10 years, is I think Steam is not going anywhere. I think that's it. Outside of that, like, what games are the focus or not? Are consoles even a thing? Should people be making consoles or buying them? Or should we be making games for consoles? Should we be making games multi-platform? Or is mobile the next console? Or excuse me, not the next console. Is mobile the next PC-style thing? Because, my god, mobile is so insanely, stupidly high quality right now in terms of hardware. Gotcha. Also, are TV channels and TV networks gonna operate the same way? Is it all about streaming? Is it not? Netflix is getting into games. What was that article said they had like 80 games in development? Like this ridiculous, insane number of games. What is a publisher doing nowadays? Like, what does it mean to be a publisher for games? People really have a lot of easy ways to get their hands on games right now. We actually need a publisher? Should video content be long form or should it be short form? People are obsessed with changing their mind on this all the live long day. Which social media platform is the right platform to target? Because obviously there's the most fresh new one is going to be TikTok, but like, even then, all the other media companies are like trying to piggyback on that success and make their own version, or maybe do it a little differently. The games industry itself is having a huge pullback over the next few years because all the really awesome games all came out in 2023, and all the games that were unable to get funding that we're going to launch in 25 and 26, they be gone. So I don't know, it's like this really weird time. I mean, for me, I don't know, I find this sort of stuff endlessly interesting. Oh, hello. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll take those. And so, I mean, I'm kind of a fan of, like, if you're working in emerging media, especially, and you want to get a job in emerging media, Trina says, is this a part where you say I'm a fool to major in media production? No, I think media production's great. What I'm trying to suggest is that if you looked at different periods the last 20 years, it might be very easy to say, I want to do video content for a social media platform. Here are the 3 companies I apply to. I'm interested in doing video content for online news journals. Here's the 5 places I apply to. Now everyone, like a lot of the companies are kind of changing their strategy, doing mixtures of things, and I'll just use Netflix by itself as an example, Shinra. They're getting into games. They are experimenting with different types of long-form content. They are changing how their subscription plans are working. What they're funding and what they're not is changing. A lot of other of their competitors are drying up. What does that mean for them? I see. Do they have divisions that are focused on VR and AR as well? They also did that Bandersnatch interactive film. How much are they interested in interactive film versus games, versus linear media? Like, because there is this big, I don't call it a breakdown in what people are and are not doing. It's more just like companies are thinking very, very flexibly, and they have enough money to be able to make some interesting bets. I think it's like a really interesting thing to consider of any company that's interesting at all, they might actually be a potential candidate. What? What? All right, well, that didn't go as I thought. All right, that also didn't go as I thought. I was like, what? Did I find a special hidden path? Any company you think is interesting might very well have a division that's considering doing what you're interested in. I think one of the really big things that happened, that it's talked about a lot, and yet I still think under-talked about, which is that Facebook said to a whole bunch of online publications that would do articles, post them on Facebook, generate the revenue that way, said to them, text is dead and video is the future, and here's the metrics to back it up. So all these editorial teams got laid off and replaced with, oh, that's not good. All these editorial teams got laid off and replaced with video production teams. And then it turned out that Facebook had misrepresented their numbers. And all these companies that went, oh shit, I guess video's the future. Facebook is sharing the data that says it is. That all turned out to be bullshit. And so there's a lot of these online publications that make content that get distributed on social media. They're sort of looking around going, oh, we really might need to rethink this. And there's a lot of interesting changes and pivots happening there. What? Hell yeah. I'm sure everyone got that. Bondstone. Antiquity Scholars Cook. Future of Ass. This is actually my job, so I can speak to this. Facebook made a rule about how much text can be on an ad, saying they performed poorly. Years later, it came out that they were just getting dinged in the bidding algorithm purposely to de-incentivize reusing print ads. I don't know. I of all the outer gods, or elder gods, or whatever they're called, the one that I love the most is the Frenzied Flame. Because the idea of chaos... Owie, wowie, fucking whoa! Because honestly, chaos is how I view the entire world and how it functions, and its various ongoings. That is how I see things happening. It is this giant, highly random, chaotic system where things are extremely unpredictable and change every few years. So this should be back to where I came from, huh? These little spider guys? Yeah. Sucked. That's the thing that I'm making the skittering noise. So this should be, if I go up and to the right, that should be the same place that I dropped down. Oh, hi. Yeah, so here's where we drop down. Nice. Was close, almost died, but what can you do? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so I mean, Shinra, I think I am a huge fan of, due to the fact that this world is so chaotic and so unpredictable and stuff is changing so much all the time in such an extreme way, I am a huge proponent of and believer in just, you know, throw yourself out there, be flexible, talk to a lot of people. Because I think that a lot of, especially large institutions, kind of talk about and present the world in this very buttoned up way. And it never really is. you know, oh yeah, if you want to work with us, here's the exact process and here's the exact roles and here's exactly how they work. Then if you talk to anyone internally, it's just like, oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff happening in all sorts of different ways. But I think that it's impossible to navigate it unless you're really proactive and just talk to a lot of people. Oh my god, it's not a bone wheel, it's a scorpion. And as like an example, if there's a company you think is cool, just literally send them an email. Give them a call. Hey, your company's really cool. I thought it was cool for these reasons. I majored in X, and I have no idea if you have a position that is related to this, but, you know, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about what it is that you do. I've had like 1,000 calls like that. Send that verbatim? Yeah, why not? I mean, look, like, I haven't majored in X. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I majored in math. And, you know, there's a lot of different things that I can do with math. Is this a living dude or is this a corpse? Oh, I see. You know, I really like research problems a lot. I really like technical problem solving. I think it's really, really fun. Oh, give me a break, dude. Get him. Why is this so hard? I did it. Yeah, so I might say something like, hey, I'm a math major. I had this focus. I have a lot of technical experience with programming and technical problem solving. And here's some of the stuff that I've done. And I just kind of talk about myself briefly for like 1 to 3 sentences. I came across your company. I was really interested by the fact that you were doing A and B and C, and you just seemed like a really, and I read a little bit about your stuff, and I have no idea if any of my skill sets would be relevant to you guys, because I didn't see a job posting on your website, but regardless, I would love to connect, hear a little bit about your business, and see if there's a, you know, potential overlap at some point. Ta-da! Here's who I am in my skills. Here's why I think you're really great. Would you like to have a conversation? Done. Generally, those types of conversations go great. Apex AP says, yeah, proactiveness and openness is what changed my work life fundamentally. Used to work in masonry and construction, was like stuck and unhappy. Then I decided to randomly write art schools for kids and to network profoundly, and I'm having the time of my life with the jobs and opportunities I get. It's a whole new world where openness and communication are the key to opportunities and expansion. Dude, I mean, I cannot agree hard enough. Cannot agree hard enough. Because, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I actually think that most people fucking busy and stretched a little thin and have a lot of shit going on in their life because they're normal people. Like, I mean, if you have a kid, you're probably getting your sleep interrupted. You're probably having to, like, go to parent-teacher conferences and help your kid with homework in subjects you fucking hated after you're done working a long day. Oh, hello. Oh, nice. I love this game. I'm almost dead. So we still have a lot left to explore back this way. Yeah, I mean, most people just have shit going on in their lives. They're not mean. They're not cruel, or like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, they didn't hire so-and-so. Are they high? Oh. They clearly don't care about good people and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they're probably just busy. Probably just frickin' busy. And I think one of the big aspects about reaching out to people is that you're making their life so much easier by just doing all the work up front. I mean, frankly, when it comes to applying to a job, that's really what I think a cover letter is. A cover letter is, hey, imagine you are hiring a really specific role. You are trying to hire a programmer to do programming for your website where you have Elden Ring builds. It can be really hard if you just have a resume to understand if this person would be good at building a website for Elden Ring builds. But if in your cover letter you go, hey, I saw your application for a developer to make a website for Elden Ring builds. I have years and years of technical experience on back-end systems in C++, and am deeply familiar with web development, and my skills can easily translate to that. Here's a website that I made over the weekend just to showcase some of my capabilities. Or here's a website I made for fun that does this. Also, I'm a lifelong gamer. I love Elden Ring. I've 100%ed 3 of these games. There you go. I love Spectral Lance. One more time. Give me a break. All right. This build is really singing, man. I love this one. Yeah, no, I think that the world of media is so interesting and weird right now. Like, it's so wild. There's just such an insane scope of change. Weirdly, I'm kind of happy that Fortnite has started to do all the stuff it's doing with, like, modern. Ah! 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 The fucking ah! Where'd that guy come from? Ah! Oh, I'm like way back here, huh? Yeah, like Fortnite is like, we're starting to see some like professional modding again, man. I mean, I think that's so cool. I love mods. I think they're amazing. All right, down the hatch again. I mean, things like, you know, obviously people love to talk about the downsides of things like that. Oh, you know what the problem with Roblox is? Actually, let me do this. These fucking guys respawn? Get out of here. Bleed in a second. There you go. Jump stab. But like Roblox is also an example. I think it's just like so sweet. All these little miniature gamelets get made in one place. It's awesome. Got it. Take him out. I think a lot of the reason why Unity, Unreal, mods, or Unity, comma, Unreal, comma, mods, comma, the reason why I think a lot of these are so interesting right now is that for a long time, and even still today to an extent, it is a long amount of time before, if you have a game idea, you can play your first build. And this is the way to go. Because, you know, there's all these technology requirements that you have to make. Like, if you want to make an MMO that actually networks hundreds of people or thousands of people in one server, we're going to need to build a lot of architecture for that. Oh, gosh, you know. There's just a lot of technical demand. No, let him die. There's a lot of technical demand before you can do your very first playtest. Whereas, if you just make something in Roblox, immediately you just have a ton of that stuff built in. You can get like 40 people in your Roblox game like that. Like, that's awesome. Young Zunga says, I'm glad I'm retired. Is it because you want to become an Elden Lord every day? I didn't think you'd trigger it. All right, cool. You're not coming here. So we went to the left instead of going to the right out this way. Oh, golden vow time, yes. Yeah. Dude, this build brings me so much happiness. I'm not gonna lie. The 88 endurance build is panning out. So I believe I want to go this way, because if I go out and look left, this is where the bastards that got me were. Because there's like a little circle back there. There you are. Good amount of souls. Oh. You know, let me get out my great sword. Okay, this is good. Okay. What in the literal fuck is happening? I'm supposed to get knocked up like 10 times. Goodness. Alright, so we're coming out this side on this mid-level. So this is the overlook that I was like, hey, can I actually get up here? Dude, this... I love this FP regeneration thing, because I have a lot of spells that I cast infrequently. You know, like Bestial Vitality, that just gives me a little bit of health regeneration. Or the Golden Bow, which gives me just a sort of stat boost. Where did calling turtles dogs start? Where did that meme start? Because every time I see a turtle, I'm like, it's a good dog. There wasn't an option for turtle in the message. There it is. Wasn't an option for turtle in the message. People use dog for friendly. But there is pickle, and there is finger. Okay, so we've now done this little expanse here. 4:11. I got a 5 p.m. meeting. But I must ensure that I am mentally prepared for. What better way to do that than to become Elden Lord? Alright, now I'm going to walk as far away as possible from that bastard. Is there anything special over here? Whatever. See, like, look at my mana. It's just back to full. Now I can just golden order. Yeah. Oops. And now I can Bestial Vitality to heal as well. Wait, as a quick question, actual backseat question. I know that there's like a limit to certain numbers of buffs. I can have Bestial Vitality and Golden Bow up at the same time, right? You can, yeah, because it's one of those things that I had looked and gone, yeah, no, my damage is more and I'm healing, alright, we're good. And then I just had not really checked that. Let's see here. Firefly, God. Alright, nice. Perfect. Golden Vow was a spell that I was working towards for a really long time, and I'm over the moon that I've got it now. Because I do think that that's the most classic Elden Ring experience ever, where you're working hard, you're working towards the good shit, and then you get it, and you're like, this is trash. Oh, hello. Feels good. So we are deep in the pit. A little once over in this area. Yeah, I think I got pretty lucky with the Ruins Greatsword, because I was like, oh, I'm going to build towards this shit. This is going to be the best feeling in the universe. And it was actually pretty awesome. Oh, well, never scratch your nose. Randy says, I feel like you should use the Madness Torch attack once. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we dealt like 30 damage. I have really enjoyed exploring the ruins. All of Raah I've actually found to be very, very enjoyable. Uh-oh. Got him. Alright. What is this? Improves back steps, but increases damage taken. What? What's a back step? Is that a back step? What? Joko says, Dan and play any other Souls games? Dude, the Souls games are my favorite ever, Joko. Love them. Dark Souls 1 is still probably my favorite single-player experience of all time. I love Dark Souls 1. I love it. My only regret is that I didn't beat it while wearing a dragon too. Bonnie Blaze is trying to get back into Dark Souls 1, load up a new game, can't kill the Black Knight, and humbling. Black Knight's They do not fuck around, man. Dude, Joe, it's a sweet man. Been following you ever since the good old days. Met you once at Gamescom 2013, I think. Cheers, man. That's awesome. There's no fucking way that hurt me. Mansfield, I'm currently not trying to commit to much of anything quite right now in terms of upcoming streaming schedule, because I got this, I have Stormgate, Factorio expansion's coming out, I want to finish Baldur's Gate 3. I kind of want to check out the new WoW expansion when it drops, because I've never been part of a new WoW expansion drop. It seems exciting. Uh-oh. You are? Where am I with Baldur's Gate 3? I am currently, I just met a necromancer. And we are in the Act 2 quest that's at the far north. There's a dude whose name I can't quite remember. He sounds super formal and, like, very serious. The Ornimal, as part of, I think it's Astarion's quest. It's crazy how clear my memory is of that game. Let's do a quick little saunter out here. I don't think we're all the way at the bottom. Oh my god, Space Marine 2's out as well. That's right. Shit, Cloudian. We can probably descend right here. There's still plenty more to explore in there. They really do not want you to have Ancient Ruins cross message. Great. Hey, it's a Site of Grace. Link, happy 75 months. Hell yeah. Nice. Very nice. This is the one that's way down there. Justin Timbersaws asking how I've been. Pretty good, honestly. Message left by Dryleaf Dane, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Nicola's trail. We found the sealing tree just ahead, but if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindle, that of Sir Mesmer. Someone must extinguish by flame. Hey, look, there's a dude. You're a bad dude. Alright, I mean, sure. Oh, we break. Okay. Alright. That is actually terrible news because I cleared out all that shit, and now I have to go back through all that shit. Sure, let's do Steak America. Man, I knew I shouldn't have gone out. Wait, this is where I came from? I literally marched right past this idiot. All right. I don't know if I just had the angles wrong on the backstabbing. All right. I'm just blocking that next time. Just blocking that. Yeah, the Crucible Knights are far and away my favorite. I love them so much. I loved fighting them in the first game. When I see them pop up again here, it makes me happy. It's just all awesome. Not my finest, but got him. Devonia's Hammer. Crucible Hammer Helm. 11.3. 7.5. My poise drops below 100. I hate it. Alright, let's take a look at the hammer. Look at that. Wow. It's a lot of damage. Alright. Alright. I mean, pretty sweet. Strictly worse than the Ruin's Greatsword. I mean, frankly, just because this has a side swipe. Alright, let's go deposit these. And then what I think I'm going to do is go back into the ruins and finish exploring. Because there's still one side that we did not check out, which was when it goes back up. I actually really liked the ruins here. This was just a fun area to go through. I stopped putting points in endurance. Unfortunately, I'm medium rolling, so, you know, you may very well be just an 88 endurance or forever. We might go 90 for the brand value. Nice. So, this was the one that we didn't go up yet. And I want to check something really fast here. That's the one that we came from. Yep. So here's the one location that we get to explore. Straight up here. So this should be its own little sequestered area. Curious to see where things go. Why not 99? Quality of the branding stops. Oh, these fucking things. Snalius. Get out my beater. Good morning. Okay. Oh my god, I am suddenly uncomfortably reminded of Uzumaki, the snail people. Oh my god, it's so gross. Any Junji Ito fans in the chat? You know, Adult Swim's coming up with their next, do this. They're coming up with an Uzumaki animated series. Nate Bing says, I've read a few of his, but never got around to Uzumaki. I really think it's up there. I mean, I think it's more classical, more solid, but I do like Ramina. Ow. It's probably my favorite Junji Ito complete work. Ramina's insane. Ramina is actually a completely out of control story. Have you read Invincible? I own 9 volumes of Invincible that I read 15 years ago. Alright, I gotta tell you the plot to Ramina. So Junji Ito is probably the most famous horror manga author, period. So I came from in there. There's the hole to my right. I'm going to go oh, this is an up arrow direction. Okay. And Junji Ito is famous for writing lots and lots and lots of horror that basically uses no tropes. So there's no, like, there's a spooky vampire, and there's werewolves. There's none of this. It's all just... Wait, what? I'm here? I didn't realize there was another path over this way. Huh. I learned. Wow, I didn't even realize. Whole other path there. Great, I'll explore it all. Yeah, he doesn't use any tropes. So a lot of his works are just... Okay. I hit the wrong button. A lot of his works are just weird. You will have never read anything like it. So, for instance, Uzumaki is the story... Uzumaki is the story of this town where it becomes cursed with something to do with malignant spirals. And so it's this weird spiral-based mysterious force haunting this town. And it's like, well, how do you make that scary? Junji Ito makes it so scary. And Ramina, one of my favorite longer works of his, goes a little bit like this. so... Sit out here. Hey. So in the story of Ramina, there is a scientist who has been studying this, what he believes to be a tear in space-time, deep, deep, deep in outer space. And as he's studying it, one day, this mysterious object that looks like a planet emerges through the space-time tear and is moving in all these wacky patterns. And it's proved all of his theories. He's demonstrated this extraordinary scientific discovery. And he becomes super famous. And everyone says, well, hey, what do you want to name this mysterious object that just came through this tear in space-time many, many light years away? And he says, I want to name it after my daughter, Ramina. So it's this mysterious star. He's going to name Ramina after his daughter. And the daughter immediately also becomes super famous because she shares the name with the most significant scientific discovery of the century. So while this guy's team is looking through a telescope, trying to like track this star, Ramina, suddenly the planet turns towards the scientist that's looking through the telescope, and there's an enormous eye on the planet. And it sees the scientist looking at it, and it begins barreling towards Earth faster than the speed of light. And so the world starts to freak out as it gets closer and closer and closer, and suddenly it's in our solar system, and it's picked off Pluto. Pluto's just disappeared. And then, you know, Neptune, and Jupiter. I skipped over the funny one. And people start to freak out because it seems that this otherworldly entity is coming for Earth. And because everyone starts to lose their mind, they go, it must be something to do with what the scientist did. And because this girl, his daughter, Ramina, shares the same name as this planet, there must be some connection. So we have to kill Ramina. So this cult forms. It just starts hunting this poor girl. And it's the most insane story I have ever read about this impending otherworldly threat, the horrifying breakdown of society on Earth, and this girl that's being hunted by this sect that believes that her sacrifice can save humanity. It's insane. And if you have a weak stomach, don't read it at all. Oh, Fire Giant. Great. We have the next 30 hours booked. Casually just tanking that. Welcome, everyone. Sorry, Torrent. Got some hot hooks here. But yeah, no, if any of you like horror, I recommend getting all of Junji Ito's collected works. I mean, I like his longer form stuff, but he's probably more well known for his, fucking... Can't believe I'm alive. His newer stuff is also really good. What are some of his newer stuff? Because, like, I don't actually know... Because I went on a crazy Junji Ito binge when the pandemic hit, and just bought, like, 15 of his short story... short story anthologies and graphic novels, and I've just been spending the last 2 years reading. Come the fuck on! No, stand up! You absolute fuck, get up! Okay. Okay. You know, part of me is just ready to run past this fucking guy. That's a little mean-spirited, don't you think? Where's my stuff? Oh, there it is. They changed it? After years of muscle memory, they just fucking change it? Oh my god. I hate. Okay, I did really deserve that. I'm just like... I am completely tuning out as I'm playing against this fireman. I've done this so many times, and I was so despondent after dying the previous time. I think if they were easier to down and had less health, I would be literally fine. They have so fucking much health. I want to see something. Where's my swirly whirly? Whirlwindy. My bendy whirlwindies. Where are they? Hefty furnace. Is there a way to get above this guy and like throw shit into his head? Very cool. Okay. Alright, where are the stones to topple? Stones to topple. Where are the stones to topple, baby? Hey, look at this. Easier destination. Where is this? Ancient Ruins West? Alright. Okay. This is the game. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Not that way! Alright, let me pick up my regret over here. Where is it? Oh, look at that. It's literally on top. Perfect. No, 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 no. No. Get fucking in there. I'm leaving. I want to see if I can actually deal a ton of damage by getting it in there. Ah, I know I have a meeting at 5. Go away, phone. Alright, let me snooze for 10 minutes. Alright, so we're going to do this. Okay. Oh, God, kill me. Do I actually have to do it like this, man? This fucking sucks. Alright. Oh my God, this is so tiring. Seven. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ow, my horse. 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. Oh, shit. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shit. Why is it not the same number? This game is a hater. So here's where I want to do another test. No idea if that did a lot of damage or not. No, didn't do a lot. Oh, God. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, so that's 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 15 that time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Regenerating stamina. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No. 2, 20. Ah! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, 28. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my God, we did it! Sheriff, don't meow anymore, please. For the love of God, we did it. Yeah! Woo! All right. No spoilers, please. Woo! And with that, we have successfully killed another furnace baby. So the game has implied that there's other ways to take them down quicker, but we gotta go at 5. And it's 450, so I'm gonna close out. Excellent. Boom. Check a tip on killing those. I'm good. So, we're getting some crackling in the audio. Don't worry, that's just the PS5 capture card after about 5 hours of being up. It's a little crackly. But that's okay, because we're done. We're done. I am going to be off streaming for the rest of this week and all of next week. Yes, I know, Sheriff. And what this means, turn this off, is that I will not see you until August 12th. But on August 12th, we'll be back with mostly walking, and the 13th, 14th, and 15th, we'll be playing some Stormgate, because I believe that they have full-out access happening then. So I'm excited about that. And then we'll continue to play the Elden Ring DLC, because you couldn't pay me $1 million not to do that. I'm very excited. Enjoy the break. Thank you, Kajho. Thank you very much. I'll see you all later. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week, a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Bye, bye, bye.